Now, if what I've been saying sits right with you, then maybe you're ready for something that will help you a little bit. You are sincere now. Maybe you haven't always been sincere. Or yeah, you kind of like religion, you kind of like philosophy, you kind of like mindfulness, you kind of like spirituality, you kind of like people that were honest and straightforward, and you kind of liked truth, and maybe you like science a little bit, and you love children and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you did, but on the other hand, you went slumming. That's right. Friday night, you went slumming, and you were selfish. All right, so you've been selfish. All right, so you made some mistakes. You didn't want to admit it, but maybe now you're ready to admit it. And so, with trepidation, you once again wish to approach and see if you could find the truth. And you would like a little help. Well, if I may humbly say that the little meditation that I have made and the little sitting quietly exercise, either one of them, both of them, just either one, helps you to get started. So I want you to see that your start is a very simple thing. It's more of an attitude. It's more of a refining of your attitude. Maybe you've always liked spirituality, but you weren't quite ready yet. You wanted to taste more of the world. There's something you wanted. You wanted a boyfriend. You wanted people to like you. You wanted people to respect you. You wanted to make more. You didn't want to miss out on what the world had to offer. All right, so you tasted what the world had to offer, and you've seen that there's no answer there. So now you're ready. And so the little meditation or the little sitting quietly exercise helps you get started. You need to be able to sit still. You need to get out of your thoughts. And you need to do that. You need to be able to sit still and get out of your thought and begin a little flow from above, from within and above, through your mind, into your mind and through your body. You need to let that little flow begin. And it helps to have a little something that you can do. Otherwise, you just walk around and say, what do I do? What do I do? Okay, here is something you can do. So here is something you can do. And if you are sincere and you're ready, then it'll work. And within a very short amount of time, in a couple of minutes, you connect. You make the connection. This time you want the connection. See, in the past, you began to connect with your Creator, but immediately the first thing you saw in the light of His truth, you saw that you were wrong, and you didn't want to admit you were wrong. So you fled the light. You see what I mean? Now, Christ said that there are some people in the world who hate the light. There are some people in the world who hate the light. And so you can see there's no hope for them. But if you're listening to this little audio right now, you're not one of them. Yeah, you've temporarily hated it. Yeah, you've temporarily ran from it. Yeah, maybe you blamed God. Maybe you hated your dad. Maybe you resented your mom. Maybe you hated people. Maybe you threw your hands up and said, there is no God. All right, you did that, but you were just like a little kid. You know, little kids, here's a cute joke for you. I'm almost ready to make an end to this recording, but here's a cute little story for you. There was a little girl who was acting really silly and naughty and doing very silly and naughty things the way kids will, and her mom and dad said, hey, stop it, quiet down, stop doing all that silly stuff, but she kept acting silly. And then her mom said, if you don't quiet down, we're going to send you up to bed. So she kept acting silly, and finally Mom said, that's it, go to bed, up the stairs, go to bed right now. So the little girl stormed up the stairs, slammed the door, and a couple of minutes later, the door opened up, and someone came to the upstairs balcony, threw a wad of paper down. And your mom went and picked up the wad of paper, unwrapped it, unrolled it, and looked in, and opened it up and looked in it, and it was a little letter from her daughter. And it said, Dear Mom and Dad, I hate you. Love, Nicole. So that's it. So you were a little kid. When you were, throughout your life, you've been like a little kid. So you hated this person, hated that person, you hated God, and hate, but you didn't really. Deep down in your heart, you didn't really. So now you're ready to come back with head in hand, humbly. Come back humbly and sit quietly before your Creator and lift up your eyes and inquire of Him and ask quietly without words. Bare your soul to Him. And with the help of the little meditation, you will be able to get started. And maybe within a very, very few minutes, pray God, you'll be on your way. But once you have it, you'll have it for the rest of your life. That'll be the beginning right there.